What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah Mendes. I got on a little bit of swag there. You go check out that link to Redbubble at the bottom and get yourself something. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I just got sidetracked because I just got home from work and it's been a bit of a doozy of a day. But today we're here to dig further into the pile of opportunity that I have just stacked up in my closet. But compared to some images that I've seen on the internet, it's not as bad as it could be, I guess. But today we're going to dig out a little box from GCT Studios. We're going to dig out this here box of Bushido. We've got the Shiho clan starter. This is going to have 5 models in it. Box came wrapped up nicely in some full-on plastic wrap. It's not like vacuum, like tight saran wrapped, but sealed up nicely. So let's crack that seal, flip the camera around, take a look at what's in here. All right, here we go. Here's a little crinkly goodness. Get out of there. Piss off. Okay. Bushido, Shiho Clan Faction Starter Set. These are the models. I like this guy immediately because he's got a sweet beard. In the years following the Dragon Wars, the Shiho name was rarely mentioned. Recently, that name has started to be spoken again with increasing enthusiasm and excitement, as it seems that the only known member of that once proud clan has returned to the Isles of Dwar. Shiho Hiroto is back to conquer his many foes and destroy the Takashi clan by any means possible. He is leading a secret war, taking place in the rice paddies, jungles, and thickets of Dwar. Shiho Hiroto is choosing to hit and run, steal, destroy, and disrupt the vital lines of supply and communication that the Takashi clan need to desperately to rule Dwar. And in we go. All right, so I got some bubble wrap models. We got cards. I love it when games include the cards for the models that you need, or at least sells them. Like, I don't mind buying them, but like, it's just so much better when the model kit comes with the cards and stuff that you need for it. All right, so let's take a quick look inside this little sleeve of cards. Here we've got Kazuki, the loyal Ashigaru. We got some event cards, which also have a rice cost, and these tell you can have a max of 3 of the Tengu Feather Charm. And then we've got the Talon Medallion, another piece of equipment. You can have up to 2 of them, and it's 1 rice, I guess, for both copies of the card. We've got Shiho Yusuke, Shiho Wimpy, Shiho Takuya, Shiho Sayaka, the Loyal Samurai, an Improper Conduct, an Enhancement card, and then a Theme card, and Flank, which I'm assuming are probably special rules that some of them have. And so we got a Loyal 2 Loyal 3, 4 Loyal Samurai, and then, okay, alright. We got, looks like 25 mil base, slotted bases for everybody. The weight of this definitely implies metal models. Where's the sticky part? I think it's, oh, there it is. Found ya. Okay, and then each inside their own baggies. I like that. Mostly single piece. Look at that guy. I knew he was going to be my favorite. Look how cool he is with his cloak all flying out behind him. So he's got, just looks like the hands with the sword. So it doesn't look like any big pieces that have to be glued on. So no pinning, which is good because I don't ever pin models. I know I'm supposed to in a lot of cases, but I just don't do it because it's a pain in the butthole especially when you're dealing with metal models. I've pinned some plastic models because they're easy to drill, but metal's such a pain in the just ever-living awfulness. This is our Bowman. Flaming arrow at the ready. Just a little bit of bendiness, you know, straighten that back out. But that's easy with these kind of white metal models. These really are, ooh, sorry, my thumb out. These really are very nice sculpts. Good detail. Not too extravagant. And I do like painting metal models. I hate assembling them. Which, I mean, I generally dislike assembling all models. That's why I'm such a big fan of printing and metal models and a lot of the resin models that you buy from companies, because they usually come in one solid piece. And I like that. It makes my life infinitely easier. It's like another Bowman. Kneel down. A lot of fabric to paint, which is okay. Fabric's not too tough. Good detail on the fletching on his arrows. And pretty good detail on the faces. Now, a lot of that's going to be hard to see until we get these painted up, but looks like some pretty decent detail on the faces. These are quality sculpts. I'm excited. My friend Hobby Cathartic, who was the one who gave me these models, because he knew that he wanted to play the game, and he knew that if he put models in front of my face, I would play the game with him. And he was right, because I like games and I like toys. This is a good dynamic model right there for, you know, single piece, mostly single piece model. That's a good amount of movement. Good twirl, hair blowing back, and not really any flashing to speak of that I've seen really anywhere on these models. No real mold lines to clean up or flashing, you know, big metal, extra hunks of metal hanging off of them. He's got a spear. I think that's called a naginata, but I could be wrong there. Please don't crucify me in the comments if I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not taking the little itty bitty bits out because I know myself well enough to know that if I do that, I'm probably going to lose them. And I don't want to lose them. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to glue them together and then paint these cool models. And then there's our last model in the box, with a really cocky pose, and I love it. His sword isn't even drawn. It's just in the scabbard over his shoulder. I can hear him being like, ha, ha, ha. No idea what colors I'm going to use for these. The box art has them in mostly, it's like a dark purple with green underbits. Just kind of very muted neutral colors. And I might do that. Or I might just go balls to the wall and do something crazy. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think I should do? What are y'all's suggestions? Or if you have these models or other Bushido models, how have you painted them? If you got an Instagram with pictures of them, post it. I'd love to take a look, because I'm definitely in the process of hunting down some inspiration for these models. And this is the newest thing that I've pulled out of my closet pile of opportunity. Bushido, Shiho Clan Faction Starter Set for Bushido, the Rising Sun, I think is the sub part of the game. Definitely a cool game from what I read through. It's kind of a complex game, but that's not always bad. There will be more coming for that later, but for now, that's going to do it for this pile of opportunity. Thanks so much stopping by, hanging out while I opened up some new toys today. I hope that you have an absolutely nerdy and amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server, talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.